one person that really sticks out is we had a friend named Patricia, and she was with us for the entire time we were in Texas, in all 5 dioceses there, and she was riding a tricycle alongside us because she couldn't walk the whole thing, but she was riding a tricycle, and she faithfully met us in every single diocese and saw us out of Texas. And so I will always remember her childlike witness and her childlike joy to join us in the way that she could, which was on wheels. The other night we were at an adoration night, and they were processing Jesus around the church, going up and down the aisles, and something that really stuck out to me was a little girl got away from her family, and she got up next to the priests and the deacons as they were processing, and she asked one of the deacons, "What is that?" She pointed to the monstrance. "What is that?" And the deacon said, "That's Jesus." And she kind of went around him and went up to the monstrance, kissed her hand, and touched the monstrance, and then scurried away. But it was like such a pure act of faith, a childlike faith that seems to be a real theme that I've experienced on this pilgrimage. So this is our tabernacle. Jesus is not in here right now.
Okay, right, okay.
But normally when we're driving, he will be reposed in here for shorter distances. And then for longer distances, like longer than a half hour, we'll actually expose him on top here. So there's a little contraption where we can put the monstrance on top and kind of latch the monstrance in there. And then all the people in the back get to adore Jesus while we're driving. We have 2 monstrances. One is a taller, bigger one for maybe the shorter processions. And that's the one that actually fits in here on the tabernacle. And then we have a shorter, smaller monstrance for our long stretches of pilgrimage. So for like those 10-mile stretches, we'll carry the smaller one because it's lighter weight.
The particular encounter was, believe it or not, it was today. It was underneath I-10 and South Carrollton. There's some people that have kind of found refuge under there, right? Some of our homeless crowd. And the group we're traveling with, they were getting rid of all the sweets and food that everybody's given us over time. So some of the brothers and I borrowed a friend's pickup truck and went down there and stopped, and very good-natured homeless crowd, like typical New Orleans, and explained to them kind of what we were doing, processing across the country with God, and just this beautiful encounter of being able to pray with people that were completely unexpected, what they encountered in us, but also because of the Eucharist, being able to recognize in something that appears to be bread and wine, also being able to recognize our Christ as He comes to us. And our Creator knows what our hearts are created for. He created us for His love, for His goodness. And we get so blindsided in life looking for all these different things that we think will fulfill us. And every time in my own life, I can only speak from my own experience, when things start to go sideways and I start to get frustrated and upset, or even the loneliness that can come at times, the answer for myself has always been found in the cross and in the Eucharist. The answer to what is authentic love, and the answer to why does God allow us to suffer, both answered in the cross, a life completely given over out of love for us, and when the Lord does allow us to suffer, He invites us to share in that redemption. And that's also explained perfectly within the Eucharist, to be able to receive Him every day, to have the strength to be able to live that way, in union with Him. For everybody to fall more deeply in love with Jesus Christ and commit their lives to serving Him, receive His love and give it back. I think that's what He wants, and therefore hopefully that's what I want as well, and I think it is.